What it do, y'all? It's your boy Wavy. Stay Wavy TV. I hope y'all staying wavy out there. Let's get it, man. Back at y'all with another video, man. So I want to talk about that boy Drizzy Drake, man. So Drizzy Drake got an interview coming out with Lil Yachty, and it's like a preview of the full interview. And in the preview, Drake basically was telling Lil Yachty that he's actually in the process of preparing to retire. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's preparing a graceful exit out of the rap game. And a lot of people like myself are very surprised by this, because Drake has been a very consistent artist as far as dropping albums and dropping projects and dropping singles and even doing features for a better part of the past 10 years. You know what I'm saying? Drake is, to me, has been the #1 rapper in the world for the last 10 years. And I think Drake most definitely, he holds the title for staying relevant the longest out of all the rappers that have been at that #1 spot. And we got to give credit to Drake. You know what I'm saying? I see why he's saying this, because we all know that you can't be at the top forever, right? Like, there's always going to come a time where a younger artist comes out and takes your spot, right? It's just, we've never really seen an artist like Drake who's held that spot willingly for so long. You know what I'm saying? And I think that it's smart for Drake to do this, because a lot of times we kind of see artists like get older and they lose their relevance and they kind of get corny, and it gets to a point where they're noticeably falling off, right? So, you know, Drake is pretty much trying to, you know, fall off on his own terms, like basically just, you know, stop putting out albums and basically give up his spot willingly. And I don't think we've ever seen a rapper do that in the history of rap. Like, look at a guy like Eminem, right? Eminem is in his 40s, almost 50s, you know, still dissing rappers, making diss tracks, you know, name dropping rappers. He's still putting out new albums like every other year. You know what I'm saying? Like, Eminem was an artist who we all know he's not the same rapper that he used to be as far as relevance and as far as him, you know, selling records and dropping songs that's doing well on the Billboard chart. That's a prime example of like an artist just, you know, kind of just like falling off unwillingly. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think in Eminem's world, I think Eminem would love to still be the #1 rapper in the game, because for a long time he was. You know what I'm saying? But how I feel about this is, my thing is this: what exactly is Drake gonna do if he retires? Is what I'm trying to figure out. Because it sounds like, because he just re-signed a deal with his label, Republic Records, and I believe the deal was for like $500 million, right? So my question is this: when this contract is up, what exactly is Drake going to do if he's not doing music? Because if you think about it, the only other thing we've really seen Drake do is acting. You know what I'm saying? Before Drake became a successful rapper, signing to Young Money, he was on Degrassi. And what's interesting about that is, ever since he left Degrassi, we haven't seen Drake really do acting at all. We've seen him executive produce shows like Top Boy and Euphoria and stuff like that, but we haven't seen Drake really take any serious acting roles since he left Degrassi, when he was like pretty much still a kid. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to figure out, like, is Drake gonna go back into acting? Is he gonna like go into the business world and become an entrepreneur like Jay-Z, like where he just drops his own liquor? You know, he already has his own clothing line with the OVO. Because like, it seems like Drake's passion, it seems like his #1 passion is music. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, it's like Tom Brady and LeBron James. Like, when you've been doing something for so long and you have so much love for the game, what are you gonna do when you give that up? And a lot of people actually go insane when they retire from certain careers that they put so much energy into, because it's like you've been doing the same thing for so long. Especially when you're good at it, it's like, why would I stop doing it if I'm so good at it? Why would I stop doing it if I'm still at the top, if I'm still dominating the game, if I'm still looked at as great? You know what I'm saying? We've seen Michael Jordan go through that, where Michael Jordan retired twice. And even after he retired from the Wizards, he still kept teasing a potential third comeback. You know what I'm saying? So that's my thoughts, man. But what's interesting about this is it's crazy and nobody ever thinks about this, but it's crazy how Drake is the biggest rapper in the world, right? And he has his own record label that he has artists signed to, like Party Next Door, Roy Woods, Magic Jordan, um, uh, DSVN. You know what I'm saying? Like he has these artists signed to him, and we've never really seen Drake really 100% promote and support any of those artists. Um, and it's like Drake is in a position to literally have one of his own artists take his spot if he does it the right way. He has the power to do that. That's what Lil Wayne did for Drake. That's a big part of the reason why Drake is where he is right now, is because of Lil Wayne. Lil Wayne was the biggest rapper at the time, and he pretty much passed the torch to Drake. But we haven't seen Drake even try to pass that torch to anybody that's signed to him. If you guys think about it, there's not even one rapper that is signed to Drake. And I think that's very weird. Like, I think that's very, very, very weird. Like, I don't even hear stories about Drake trying to sign rappers unless Baka. I think Baka is probably the only rapper that signed to OVO that we know about. I don't know any other ones, you know what I'm saying? So if Drake truly was preparing to retire from the rap game, why would he not be taking a step back and giving more shine to his artists? Like, he even has Popcorn signed. Like, he did a feature with Popcorn on Popcorn's new album. And it seemed like Drake half-assed the song. You know what I'm saying? It's called Weekend Done, and the hook to me was just extremely lazy. There was no effort into it. And it just seems like, it seems like the only time Drake puts energy into any of his artists is when the artists are co-writing for him, basically writing songs for him, and he just puts the songs on one of his albums. You know what I'm saying? That's why The Weeknd never signed to Drake. Like, a lot of people don't know, but The Weeknd wrote the entire song to The Crew. Wrote that entire song. You know what I'm saying? And Drake got upset when The Weeknd didn't sign to him, but I think The Weeknd just already saw what Drake was going to do. He was going to pretty much use him to write his songs. He was going to put him on his album. And then when it's time for The Weeknd to drop his stuff, I don't think he was going to promote it the way he would promote himself. So let me know what you guys think about this, man. It's your boy Wavy. I'm out. Let's get it.